Hello, Judith Hanson here, and I'm going to talk today about sleep again. And there's a good reason for this because I'm hearing from many people, pretty much everybody I'm seeing at the moment, is having some kind of difficulty with their sleep. So today I thought I'd focus on those things that you can do something about for yourself that affect sleep. And in some cases, they're quite simple changes to what you do. The obvious group, first of all, are the things that you eat, drink, smoke before bed. So any kind of stimulant, anything with caffeine in it, and that does include tea. Not everybody believes that. It's not just coffee, it's tea, and it's also certain brands or types of Coca-Cola. So any of those things will stimulate you. Very good if you've not slept well and want some stimulation in the morning, but not good during the evening. I try to avoid anything like that after 6 o'clock in the evening. Tobacco, smoking, is a stimulant. So having cigarettes late at night can also affect your ability to go to sleep, as can alcohol. And alcohol is an interesting one because depending on how much you drink on a regular basis and how much you drink on a particular night, I find that alcohol can help me to get to sleep, but normally wakes me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's because of the physical effects of the sugar in alcohol and that sudden drop, which wakes you up and says, hang on a minute, what's going on here? And often I find with alcohol, I wake up worrying about all sorts of things. So, alcohol is a depressant, so that's not terribly good for sleep. Some medications can have an effect on your sleep. Now, hopefully your doctor's mentioned it. But if not, hopefully you are reading the leaflets that come with your medication. I know they can seem a bit scary, but have a look and see if your medication is affecting your sleep, and then talk to your doctor maybe to see if there's an alternative instead of the one that they have prescribed for you. Withdrawal from some medications can affect your sleep, but again, I would hope that if you're coming off any medications like antidepressants, for instance, your doctor would have warned you about that. Stopping drinking alcohol when you've been quite a heavy consumer will affect your sleep, as will coming off any recreational drugs, any addictive drugs. Stopping them will cause problems with your sleep. And then there's some that apply to some people and not others. Some people struggle with spicy food. Some people struggle with cheese. I can remember when I was young being told that cheese late at night gave you nightmares. I can't remember if it ever happened, but that's what I was told. And in fact, eating late at night in itself, whether it's spicy or contains cheese, will have an effect on your sleep. The recommendation is no later than 2 hours before you plan to go to bed, and preferably 4. And while we're talking about the physical things that can affect your sleep, doing exercise in the evening can have an effect on your sleep. Now, I know for some people that's possibly the only time they can do it, but again, try and leave a reasonable gap, or come up with some other way of being able to exercise without it affecting your sleep. And then there are the mental things that, the mental stimulants and the mental issues that may have an effect upon both the quantity and the quality of your sleep. Any kind of stimulation from devices, whether they're televisions, laptops, phones, tablets, all of those are definitely likely to be a cause of poor sleep. So don't switch them on, ban them from the room, and again, leave a reasonable gap between your device use and your bedtime. In some cases, it's the light, the blue light that a lot of those devices, televisions particularly, others can have ways of adjusting the light. The light is a blue light, which is a waking up light, not a warm light, which is a, oh, let's go to sleep light. But also what you're doing on your devices. If you're, meandering around social media and getting cross about what people say or upset about how well other people seem to be doing or whatever, it can have an effect. And lastly, certain mental illnesses like anxiety and depression can have an effect on your sleep. And there again, you need to talk to your GP or seek some help with your anxiety and your depression. And, below that level of mental illness, there is a stressful lifestyle or a particularly stressful event. Now, if it's a particularly stressful event, maybe your insomnia, your problems with sleep will be short term. But if your lifestyle is stressful, then again, you need to seek some help with managing that stress. So I hope that's helped and given you some more ideas of what you can do yourself to ensure that you have at least 7 hours of good quality sleep every single night. And that's me for now, and I will see you again very soon. But until then, take care.